Keeping aquarium plants alive is easier said than done when you're a beginner. And back in my time as a plant manager at Australia's largest aquarium store, I witnessed plant fails worthy of their own cautionary tales. Most of the time, it wasn't because people were doing anything wrong. It was because they tragically chose the wrong plant for their setup. Different plants have different needs, and beginners usually grab whatever looks pretty on the shelf, not realizing that some plants basically need CO, a nutrition plan, and a full gym membership just to stay alive. So today, allow me to introduce the plant commandments. Simple laws to keep your kingdom thriving. Break them at your own risk. Commandment number 1. Thou shalt not stock thy tank with epiphytes alone. Epiphyte plants are the ones that grow on things. They attach to rocks, driftwood, and whatever you give them. And they grow slower than a peasant waiting for payday. We're talking anubias, java fern, balphilandra, bolbitis, all the pretty, leafy, slow-moving monks of the aquarium world. They look incredible, but if you fill your tank with only a few epiphytes, you're basically leaving your kingdom undefended, and algae will march in and take the throne. If you do choose epiphytes only, you need to absolutely pack the tank at least half full, and that's a lot of plants. Stem plants, on the other hand, grow fast. They suck up excess nutrients, oxygenate the water, and outcompete algae. They're the guardians of the realm. So the rule is simple. For every slow-growing epiphyte, pair it with at least one fast-growing stem plant. Let the stem knights protect their slower-growing brethren. Commandment number 2. Thou shalt not covet the red plants of Instagram without the Holy Trinity. Red plants are the biggest carrot on a stick for beginners. We see the red. We want the red. We crave the red. But we cannot have it, not yet. Red plants are for tanks that have earned their stripes. CO injection, strong lighting, and consistent nutrients on tap. Now, I know some of you are crafty. Some of you try to sneak around this commandment with liquid CO. Let me stop you right there, friend. Liquid CO is basically diluted algicide. It is not CO gas. It will not magically turn your tank into the king's royal garden. It is not, in any way, a substitute for real CO injection, no matter what the label promises. You have been warned, weary traveler. Commandment number 3. Thou shalt not judge a plant by its farm form. Some aquarium plants are grown immersed, meaning they're grown above water. So when you finally plant them in your tank, they go through what I like to call the great shedding. Leaves drop, color fades, plants collapse. They look like they're on their last legs, but fear not, this is completely normal. They're shedding their farm-grown leaves and growing new ones designed for life underwater. However, if the sight of plant melting fills you with dread, if it awakens dark thoughts of throwing the plant across the room, do yourself a favor and ask the store which plants are immersed grown and avoid them. But if you already bought one, don't throw it out. Give it time. It's merely changing form. Commandment number 4. Thou shalt honor thy weeds. There are many plants professionals avoid, not because they're bad, but because they take over everything. They spread. They climb. They crawl. They send runners into neighboring kingdoms. But this line of thinking is not for beginners. For us, these weeds are a blessing. Fast, invasive plants teach you everything you actually need to know. They loudly reveal how your lighting, nutrients, water changes, and maintenance affect the balance of your tank. Plants like Vallisneria, water wisteria, ambulia, pearl grass, and hydrocotyl tripartita should be your first allies. These are the plants that tell you very clearly what's working and what isn't. Commandment number 5. Thou shalt research before purchasing, lest thy wallet suffer and thy plants perish. Some plants are booby traps for beginners. They look incredible in the shop, glowing under perfect lights, freshly trimmed, hydrated, and seductive. Take a plant like this, for example. It doesn't look like an epiphyte, so you'd assume it's a fast-growing stem plant. Wrong. It grows slowly, attracts algae like a curse, and can cost you a small fortune per plant. A very expensive mistake for the uninitiated. Miseducation strikes in other ways too. Many beginners think they've been scammed when their Anubias pinto turns green, when in reality, it simply needs more light to hold its variegation. This is why research is your shield. Without it, every plant is a gamble. Every purchase is a quest made blindfolded. So before you spend your coin, seek knowledge, read, ask questions. Consult the wise ones behind the counter. Because the path of ignorance is paved with melted stems, empty wallets, and kingdoms overrun by algae. And thus concludes the plant commandments, sacred laws to keep thy tank balanced, thy plants thriving, and thy sanity intact. If these commandments have spared your wallet and saved your plants, consider liking and subscribing. And may your waters stay clear, your stems grow tall, and your wallet remain unpunished. Thanks for watching.